Yes, I use this time to welcome you once again to this YouTube channel. In the last video, we looked at what we're calling as plagiarism, which is copying someone else's work. Can be work, can be ideas, can be thoughts, can be words, without proper giving of credits to the author, of which the author is the source of the document or the information that you have. Here we want to look at how do we avoid such a mistake, such a problem, such a strategy from repeating itself. Here are some of the possible alternatives that we can use to avoid what we're calling as plagiarism. Avoiding plagiarism involves ensuring that all ideas, the words or the works that are not your own are properly credited to the original author. Anything that is not your own should make sure that you cite it so that the reader of the document know, okay, this content is adapted from this and this and this is source, to avoid plagiarism. Now, for you to do all this in a systematic way, you have to understand what constitutes plagiarism. Being the idea of copying work, the ideas, the thoughts, or the words of the authors. Do you understand it in terms of direct plagiarism, self-plagiarism, mosaic plagiarism, and accidental plagiarism? All this we talked about in the other video. Make sure you understand it. After understanding, you need to know how to do or deal with what we are calling as citation. Citation, majorly in-text citation, involved within the work or the content of what you are talking about. You cite, you talk about where have you gotten that information. That's why in in-text citation, anytime you refer to an idea or fact or statement from someone else's work, you need to include it immediately. You can include in several ways. It can be the American Psychological Association, we normally call it the APA, where most universities recognize that. Can be the Chicago style, depend on the discipline of the scholarly writing that you want to make, depending on which institution has given you the coursework and how you're supposed to do it. You have to know how to quote quotations, know how to paraphrase. Even when rephrasing someone's ideas in your words, you still need to cite the word source, beside you using your own English to make sure you paraphrased it and you rephrase it. You are supposed to still cite the source. The next thing, if you're paraphrasing, do it correctly. Don't bring other words that give other meanings. Make it meaningless. And another thing is you use plagiarism detection tools. The other software that if you used enables you know this work is copied. This work you have gotten from somewhere else. This work is not your own ideas, thoughts, the words, the ambitions that you had to make. These software tools include the likes of Grammarly tools, the Turnitin tools, or any other plagiarism checkers can help you ensure that your work is free from unintentional plagiarism, what you have not intended to do. We don't want accidental plagiarism. Other things include the common knowledge. And this common knowledge is, do not need to cite common knowledge. Facts widely known and agreed upon, such as historical dates, widely accepted scientific facts, or famous quotes. Yes. However, when you're in doubt, you cite them. But if they're widely known, they are common knowledge, scientific investigation experiments that take place in a laboratory. That thing we know. Since they're widely known, there's no problem. Understand academic integrity, where the different institutions and journals may have varying guidelines on what plagiarism is and how they understand plagiarism. If you understand those integrity and the policies, you have to make definitely think will be better. Conclusively, by following these practices, you can write responsibly while avoiding what we're calling as unintentional plagiarism. You can do well while you avoid all this. So make sure you struggle and stop this unintentional plagiarism. What you find yourself not into need of making, but to find it as can be avoided using this. Thank you so much for being with me and following me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as we learn and discover new things.